I've yet to see it happen.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the modification, okay?
Institutions that are credit unions.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. Yes, that's self-explanatory. Number 10, you sign it.
Institutions that are credit unions that claim to loan their members money. For this work.
Any corporation, if it's incorporated, and they're telling you to pay.
Jared?
Yes.
Question number 10, I just want to reiterate. You sign it here and you put in your thumbprint?
No.
Authorized agent?
Okay, so you sign it.
By authorized representative.
What if the person's my sister right here? Should I sign it? Or
By authorized representative or power of attorney,
power of attorney right behind it. So that means I send out three documents. That means I have to send out 3 power of attorney.
Just copy.
Copy of, yeah, that's what I meant. So if I send out 828, 90, 91, I also have to give a copy of.
If you sign based on the power of attorney, you have to send a copy of the power of attorney.
Got it.
If you sign based on a partnership venture, you don't have to provide any of it.
Jerry?
You
don't have to send the power of attorney to the party.
Yeah.
All you do is just get the notary to acknowledge
No,
it.
their instructions say on instruction number 4 for Form 28 that if you sign it in a representative capacity, you have to send evidence of your representative capacity unless it's a joint venture.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so it's your understanding that we keep the originals and we send out copies
We're the court,
of originals?
yes, we're the court. Unless you're dealing with the court, then you send it to the court.
Basically, what you're doing now is when you're doing that power of attorney, it should be a limited power of attorney.
Yes.
And you're now assuming the position as an attorney in fact.
Yes.
Do you understand that responsibility?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Thomas. I hit a nerve, I guess. I wasn't even talking to you, you little varmint.
You want to get that one right.
All right.
There's no need to have any backup copies of the contract, copies of a single copy of the last amount of money involved.
You can add anything else you want to in there, but what I said is you're going to put a copy of your notice and your acceptance for value in there.
Right. Okay.
Your acceptance for value is all the evidence they need. That's the negotiated instrument, accepted and returned. The contract is completed.
So you don't suggest to send this as with notary's mail service? Just
No, I'm lazy and cheap.
Did you say nothing under 12 or on Form 28? Under boxes section 12?
That's where the notary notarizes.
Okay, that's all notary.
Right.
Okay.
And the notice consists of what?
It's just one paragraph. It says that I'm sending you these 3 forms and they're going to be contractually obligating you in 3 days if you don't rebut. And they are affidavits. Actually, it's on that website she gave you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a little 2-sentence thing.
And so when they dishonor that 72-hour notice they've dishonored because we sent it
They
out.
haven't dishonored all of them.
No, the ones in particular in Catherine's case, they dishonored.
But you put all that other paperwork, all that other documentation.
Yeah, and also things were screwed up because we didn't do them this way. They were done another way. They were done with the property description, the MIN number, the loan number, blah, 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 the by the promissory note.
I told you, the only problem I've really seen with these being dishonored is when they're typed in. That's the only problem I see being dishonored is being typed out because they come back with some garbage about, oh, this is just some bullshit you picked up off the internet. Well, what are you going to say to that?
It's got to be all handwritten. You might want to.
Yeah, I got them at gsa.gov. Of course I got them off the internet. And I want to fill them out.
These should all be filled out by hand.
Yeah, I did.
Not with the deed.
Handwrite these out.
Yeah, right, definitely. Where I've seen the dishonor come is when they're typewritten. When they're handwritten, so far I haven't seen dishonors yet.
So when you get your bill, you write "accept for value" on it, handwritten, and then follow these handwritten.
Just accepted for value?
Well, she's been trying.
In my case, where I have a trust deed for sale, and I have nothing else to support cancellation and all that, so I guess I should have accepted for value the trust deed of that or what? Because
That's not going to come out on the camera.
The things that they've recorded, I found in the California County Recorder's Handbook the notice of non-acceptance of a recorded deed. And so here, what they've been doing is doing that on every single document that was recorded against the house to not accept it, to object to it.
cancellation of trust deed upon sale. I I'm recording now.
But as what capacity? What capacity about what authority?
Because first I have, what I have in a step, first I'm recording revocation of power of attorney, then second I'm recording a notice of substitute trustee.
Did you already give them notice that you were going to do these things?
Oh yes, I have done.
And did
I have
you-
done the notice of Fontana before.
And did you modify the agreement yet?
No.
How do you do that?
Well, another form, that's what I'm going to move on to next, is a modification. Another form that I discovered there in the California County Recorder's Handbook, which you guys can all have electronically. I think it's on there as a matter of fact. There's a form called Modification of Deed of Trust.
Notification of what?
Deed of Trust.
That's in the handbook?
Yeah, it's in the,
Is this the handbook with all the forms in it, the
Yes.
explanation?
yes. And the code section from where it comes from.
Which handbook is that?
The California County Recorder's Handbook.
And that's on the disc you gave us?
Yeah, I think it is on there. If not, you guys can Skype me and I'll Skype it over to you. It's too big to send an email. It's 53 megabytes. My Skype name is ProveIt88. You can Skype me and ask me for it. ProveIt88.
Aim for the head.
Prove it 88.
Yeah, ProveIt88. Aim for the head, they were bulletproof vests. That's
That make love, it might
Did
be
I just go buy
crawling.
that book?
yes, $375.
I have,
Well,
a,
you can
Yeah.
look at the
I have a
county.
copy of it. I think I have.
No, the
one.
county will give you the order form for it, and it's $375.
No, isn't it on your website?
Why can't you just get a copy?
They have forms on the website, but it's not the book. It's not from the book.
Not all the forms are always in the.
And not all the forms are on there either, I don't think.
They
I,
hide
I have the book, Tom.
The book is also on the
If
Law
I
Learners
should
website.
modify my
County
trustee
Recorder's,
first.
I think everybody should, yes, if they have dishonored you, if they haven't moved forward, that's where we're going next, is the modification.
modification
If
to
you've
a
got a
trust.
mortgage that is not in default, and so you're not receiving a specific billing, what do you send in with these forms? Like, let's say you're just trying to get rid of the mortgage,
Right.
but you're not in default.
Well, that's
you
what you
don't
send
have
in
a court.
first, that's what you start with.
Right.
And then you wait and see what they do. And if you want to continue sending payments, you do it under protest. If anybody wants to send payments under protest, send me an email, ask me for that document, and I'll email that to you.
Okay, so you can send
Email's
in,
judgebusters@yahoo.com.
you can send in payment under protest,
Yes.
and then you're sending in 90, 91, and 28.
Right. And when you send in the payment under protest, basically what you're saying is, I'm sorry, but I'm not educated in all the ways of double bookkeeping entries. I'm pretty sure this debt's been satisfied, but just in case I owe you one more payment, I'm sending you this check. If I don't owe you anything, send it back unaltered. And if I don't receive it back from you unaltered in 2 weeks, and I don't owe you anything, then I'm going to send this invoice to your accounts payable department. Can anybody in here tell me what major corporations tend to typically do when they receive an invoice?
Hey,
Remedy. Can you do that every single month? Can you send the bank a check and then 2 weeks later send them an invoice? Every month.
Yes, you
Are you capable of doing that?
Yes.
For the next 30 years? That's an easy remedy to solve the problem.
And you're being gracious because you're giving a little break to get their ducks in a row.
That's right. You give them 2 weeks every time.
Yep.
Modifications.
Have you done that?
have you found that's working?
For the
For mortgage payments getting?
no, only
Oh.
one guy in San Francisco tried it, and the bank keeps calling him and asking him questions about the debt. They won't pay it, but they keep calling him about once a week and pestering him about it. We got this bill here, and we got to get this taken care of. We don't know what we owe you for. Services rendered. That's what he tells them. Services rendered. The information's right there in front of you. Just cut the check. But we need to know what it was for. Services rendered.